You are listening to Three for the Road podcast with James, Rocky, and Duran.
Me and you worked together. I forget when we started in 2008 or 9 or something like that.
Right around there, yeah.
Yeah, and a little backstory between me and Rocky here. I didn't want Rocky on my team.
Nope. I didn't want to be there either. So.
No, you didn't. You did not want to be there. You couldn't even get up in the morning because we had to go in at 4 a.m. is what the shift was. And what did I always tell you during break time?
Get some sleep at home.
Yeah, and get some sleep from home because I really need you to be productive and we got a job here and, you got to take it seriously and rah. And the next day, falling asleep in the fucking thing, man. It was hard for you to adjust, wasn't it?
Yeah, it took me a pretty long time. I'll take naps during the 15-minute break, during lunch. But, I mean, at the same time, I was living with my best friends in our own house. So just young kids who are barely 20, 21.
So they were staying up late, right?
Yeah. So, and I was the only one with the early morning job while they worked like night jobs. So it was kind of a sucky experience, really, for me. Because then I had to like stop staying up late, playing video games, just knocking off with my buddies, and had to get up for this stupid job I had with you. So
stupid job. I gave you a 7-cent raise.
I regret it. I regret applying. I got the call the next day after I applied. I was like, sure. And then I get hired for a stalker, walk in the first day, and they just throw me with you. And you didn't look too happy to get me. So this is to my 7-cent raise, I guess.
Well, I was given a choice. I had 2 individuals, and I had to pick between them. And I picked the other guy.
Yep.
And I still got both of you on my team after all. So they both came on my team. And the good thing, not good thing, but we were always honest that I told you about this and we laughed about it because Humberto was the one who ended up leaving. And
he was like the lower productive one too.
Yeah.
Us too.
He really was. He really was the lower productive. I mean, he knew his stuff, but it was still, he came in the morning, he'd take his craps in the morning, It's pretty.
15 minutes later. 4:15, he was there.
I'm like, where is this guy? I mean, come on, like shit. People are giving me shit. Like, where's your team? This and that, and I'm like trying to cover. I can only cover for so much, And then I had to finally break down. I mean, how do you tell somebody, hey, I need you to stop taking shits at work, or fucking do them at home, or wait a fucking hour or something before you start doing it. Don't just clock in and go straight to the restroom.
I mean, I had my 15-minute shits, but I did it throughout the daytime. I didn't do it first thing. I'll show my face, knock out some stuff so it looks like I did something, and then go disappear for 15 minutes.
Yeah, and what was the other one? I'm over here telling this guy to quit taking shits, and I have another one who couldn't put her shoes on before she came to fucking work. So she always had to put her shoes on. She would take her time putting the damn shoes on.
And the shoelaces never tied. Oh, man, yeah.
I'm like, what is going on? Like, I know we get up early. I mean, it was 4 a.m. I mean, come on. It's hard to get up at 3 something to go to work at 4.
I mean, you would think she'll be good to go. She's, even though I don't know how old. She was like 10 years older than me or something crazy. But, like, she was already living like an older lady life. I can't imagine her staying up so late. I would imagine she's asleep by 7 p.m. at the latest.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't get it at all either. And she was the most awkward person you could ever meet. And I mean, she was real good. She was good at her job. We could put her anywhere.
Yeah.
And she'll do good. We could, have her build a room or something and, put her in jewelry, put her in soft lines.
I always got annoyed when you put me with her because I would be so bored because you cannot relate to that woman at all. There's nothing to talk about.
You couldn't have a conversation with her.
It was just hard.
Yeah, it's going to be the most awkward conversation there is. But then, you could only rotate so much. So eventually you did have to go with her. I mean, I could have put you with Cynthia.
That's the 2.0 version of her. So.
The 2.0 version.
Yeah, I remember that too. Just complained. That one was just a complainer the whole time.
Yeah, but I liked her though because
she was good though.
Solid. She was like, I don't know, like somebody who was trying too hard to be out there, trying to be good, or trying to trying to fit in is pretty much. She was one of those awkward persons too. But I liked her because, nobody wanted to be my right-hand man. Nobody wanted to take control. Nobody wanted to do ownership. I even told you one time, do you want to do it? You're like, nah, fuck that. I don't want to do it.
I was over it already.
Yeah, you didn't want to be any part of it at all. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay, well, if not, I'm not going to have to put Cynthia on there. Mm-hmm. And then what did you tell me?
I probably said I'll do it.
Yeah, you did. You did.
I want to work under her.
Yeah, and what happened? And what happened when I would call, hey, Rocky, all right, I know we got to move, this aisle to that aisle, then move this aisle. We have like a chain reaction that was going on, Mm-hmm. So with all that, how are we doing?
We're doing good.
Yeah, that was it. That was my whole text, my whole conversation.
Yeah.
Good. I'm like, are you all going to finish?
Maybe. I don't know.
By the way, you all never finished. You were always behind the plan.
It's kind of hard when I had to put on the boss pants and be part of the work too.
Yeah, but your problem is you always said yes too much.
You got to give me credit because we made your job fucking easy.
What do you mean you made my job easy?
You were never hardly ever on the sales floor, the dance floor, the sales floor. Never went out to the floor.
I was always behind the scenes.
You would show up, all right, I'm right here, and then you come and help us finish something up real quick, and then you just be a smart ass, like, man, that was a tough day today.
And I would say, see, at least I could tell you I helped out doing everything today.
That was the worst.
But it was true. I helped you all finish the whole day. I mean, are you okay? You're choking there? But yeah, those were some good times on that. But
damn, that burned.
Hey, but when you were ready to go out to the floor, you had every single thing you needed. I even ordered stuff back just to make sure you all got everything you all needed.
Yeah, you spent our money for sure. Make sure we had all the supplies.
Yeah, fuck, we spent so much money.
You never held back. You always ordered extra pallets of shelves when we didn't need them.
Yeah, I ordered fucking things like other stores would come over and get because they knew we had it because I would order everything because I found the loophole. The loophole is if you order everything under $100, don't make the bill over $100, you could order whatever you want.
Yeah, so a whole bunch of $100 orders are going in.
Yeah, I would do so many orders. It was crazy. Whatever we needed, I made sure I put it in there because
I remember those days.
Yeah,
you showed me the tricks. So then when I was doing signing, I'll make sure to keep it under 100.
Yeah, that was the main thing. Do it under the 100, and that's what worked out. I mean, to me, it worked out, and we had so many supplies, which was crazy because then we had to fix the supply room and. We had so much shit, but I mean, it was always organized with us. I mean, we would organize it very well, and then other people will come in, and then it'll get all fucked up.
Hard lines, that sales floor from the daytime, just come in, destroy it.
And then,
that was the worst. They suck.
And then even soft lines were like the worst.
Complete lazy, because then you have to go and get it yourself for them because they were too innocent to go in there and get a little dirty.
Yeah, and then they will do that girl excuse. I'm a girl, I'm a female. I can't lift stuff. I can't do that. And I'm like, oh, okay. I thought we were all
about equality. I'll be like, here's the key. Go get it. And they look at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, what's wrong? I'm busy. Here's the key. You know how to do it, don't you? And yeah, they'll be like, they'll just complain or they'll just do the little girly thing and try to win you over, and then most likely you'll give in.
Well, yeah, we had to give in because we know we'll get that call. Hey, go help them because they're females and they can't do what men can do. They're weak, you know.
But then we get taken away from our work. We don't complete it on time, then we get bitched at. So it's not like we didn't want to help them, but had we had the time, no problem. But we did not have the time at all. There's no way.
Yeah, and then they would leave all their shit everywhere. So guess what? Guess who's cleaning that? That's all us, right? You
remember the pegs on the sales floor for it was there for 6 months.
Oh my god, yes.
It was like a bet between all of us.
We're not going to clean it up. We're not going to do it. We're going to see what happens.
It was there until we had to redo the bike wall. Yeah.
Oh my god, that's
the only reason why it got picked up.
Wow.
Because if we didn't pick it up, then it'll be our fault for not picking it up.
That's true, right? And then everybody will not clean a shelf. Like the department, whoever ran the departments, whoever in charge of these things, they would not clean the shelf. And then here we go in and we fix. And if we miss one shelf, oh my God, how come you all don't clean? You all know you're all supposed to clean. I'm like, bitch, you all fucking supposed to clean it too. Like, why didn't you all clean it before? And like,
Yeah. So the moral of the story is we don't work retail anymore. That's facts. I hate it.
Yeah, it was. I hated, but I had a good times. I met a lot of good people. Yeah. Man, we had a lot of stories, and we went out a lot, and that was fun. And even when my Jeff and Jesse days, oh man, that was so much fun. You went out with us a couple of times with that too, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Remember Joey G's? Did you go with us there in Joey G's?
That was fun. I missed that.
It was, cool. Man. That was so awesome. Spot. Hell, we would go. Our shift was 4 to 12:30, and we will go after work at 12:30, and we will go there. And I'll be like, "Hey guys, I'll be back. I'll go pick up my kids. I gotta pick up my kid. I'm responsible." Yeah. And I pick them up, fall asleep on the line, and then come home, drop them off, and come back to work. Come back to the bar. Mm-hmm. And that was some good times there. But man.
Yeah, it was good times. It was fun when it lasted, but then it became a little too old and not worth the pay.
Yeah.
So.
And I left I think I left at a good time. I didn't want to go, but I had to leave. And,
you did.
And everything changed. I think like a month or two, everything completely changed.
Yeah. I was on my path to promote and trying to get into a specific department. And then my two favorite leaders I had, because, I mean, they were really great. But, like, I was really, like, winning with them because they're really successful but hardworking individuals, the bosses to have. You never really experienced that. You had the opposite, but I had that privilege. And then I was working on my way to promoting, and as I was getting closer to that, they ended up getting promoted and leaving San Antonio completely. So I lost them, and then here comes the B team leadership. They came in and they were just complete trash, and the store went to crap, and just them blaming people in my positions of like, why isn't the job getting done while they're all just hanging out in the office, their salary jobs, and doing nothing. So,
well, wait a minute. They put you as a owner. They gave you that mentality.
Oh, the business owner.
The business owner. You're the business owner.
It wasn't me. I owned departments, but my poor business owners, they didn't get enough training, so I just had to get after them for not knowing what they were supposed to do, even though they never got taught what to do. And I tried to teach them along the way, but there wasn't enough time and hours dedicated. So it was just a domino effect that I knew it was going to take a while to fix itself and work out the kinks, because there was no playbook to go by. It was just like, hey, this is the vision, let's get there, and that was it. But they'll call you out if you have any red scores, and then that reflects on your promotions or your raises, and I couldn't do it. They declined me on one of my promotions. When something opened up, they're like, well, no, we can't look at you for that. So I was like, all right, cool. And then a year later, I was out.